Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Welcome to the daily live stream where we're going to be looking at the 4 precious metals. We will be taking a look at silver, gold, platinum, and palladium. We're also going to be taking a look at Bitcoin, Litecoin, and we're going to look into the Bitcoin in regards to what happened over the weekend. As I think I posted there in relation to the sort of comments that I'd actually seen, it was pretty scary, some of the stuff I'd actually seen in regards to the chances people are taking in regards to seeing Bitcoin. And we're going to take a look at the chart really, and the reason why a lot of people overlook when they're looking at Bitcoin is they see a little run up and they're thinking, right, here we go, this is the right time for me to get in. And then what they do is they put the money in without looking at the analysis of the actual chart. So we will be taking a look at that. Hey guys, we got Will Stalker, he's the first one in. Then we've got UK Coin Cabinets. Hey man, how you doing? He says, hey Silver, love it. RPM Limited. Hey ho Silver. Hey ho SL, how you doing? Been steady markets today, just starting to pick up now. Maybe my fingers crossed. Well, it looks like silver's broken out of its current range to the upside, so we're going to take a look at that. The next candle started as well, so we will be taking a look, as you guys can see there. I just want to see if we're going to maintain that line. Again, what tends to happen is that the old resistance becomes new support. So as we can see there, that little red candle that's with a nice wick is now in the support zone. So hopefully we can build up on that, and we're going to see if we can edge higher. But silver's above $17. I'm happy. I don't want to see 16. I hate seeing 16. I've seen 16 for too long. So hopefully we can start seeing 17s and 18s and so on. Blaze and Doob, he says, cheers. Got 8 silver halves at the bank this morning. Good man. What did you get? 90% or did you get 40%? Will Stalker says, it's Sir Silver. I apologize, Will Stalker. Forgiven. Bitcoin's going to crush people that are getting in now. I know what you mean. We're going to have a look at the charts and what a lot of people, and particularly when it comes to these channels, man, on these Bitcoin channels, they're just running news. You can see from the thumbnails, they're all like Bitcoin to 250. Now it's like Bitcoin to 250 by 2022. And I mean, I've got no doubt this is going to happen. But the thing is, you know, what is really getting under my skin is that these guys are, you know, possibly considering wrecking people. Because obviously the moment they get in, they get excited. Even I tend to get excited when I see those candles start to go up, and then what happens? The candles start to go down. But I'm going to show you guys something in relation to it, picking up when it is in a strong position for it to move up versus what we're in now, this like mess. But we're going to take a look anyway. Blaze and Doob says he picked up some 40%ers. That's awesome. Will Stokes says Bitcoin to 4K. I'd absolutely love that if we can get Bitcoin to 4K, because I currently feel that this market for Bitcoin right now has to be that we need what's it, an AEG, one of those, you know, heart pumping electric things. You know, you rub the two things together and you jolt somebody. That's exactly what Bitcoin needs right now. It's got to come back down in order to start going up. Because currently well, again, we'll take a look at the market. I'm not going to go into it now because we haven't got the chart. We've got the silver chart with us. We've got 8 people in. Thanks, guys, again. Fantastic. Always great to see you guys here. So Blaze and Doob says, but it's more than some find in whole boxes. Yeah, exactly that. There was one, I was watching one there, and the guy just found NIFCs. He bought 3 boxes of $half and only found a load of NIFCs. Stacks and stuff. He says, yo, what's up? How are we doing today? Yeah, we're gonna get started in a sec. Steve Rice says, even Kitco's bringing on BTC pumpers. Man, I tell you what, it's amazing. But I do have some really positive news for the outlook of Bitcoin, which we're going to go through. So these are the articles I've got lined up. We've got gold price prediction. Gold forms bull flag pattern and is poised to move higher. This was posted about 24 minutes ago. We then have, is it time to add gold and silver to your portfolio? And this is by Seeking Alpha. This was posted on the 11th, which was yesterday. And then check this out, guys. Goldman Sachs, right, gives investors a rare signal to buy Bitcoin. But interesting, they don't just say buy it, they're saying buy it in the dip. And I've always said this. I've always said buy low. So buy the dip. And it's interesting that they're saying, people need to take advantage of that and buy the dip. But they're probably not saying right now, because more than likely there's going to be a stronger fall. But we're going to discuss that in a sec. So let's get back to silver. Right. So silver, we've had this breakout from this current position. We're in. There's a lot of selling going on. They're probably trying to get us back into this zone. You can see there's a wick there as well. The wick is in place. It's touching support. But there's a nice strong momentum push up. We went up as high as 1709. So not looking too bad there, or 1708 to be exact. So there will be some selling pressure here. I don't think that's going to stop, but hopefully we can maintain this sort of consolidation outwards and start putting pressure on the bulls to start performing. But silver's looking in a pretty good position. Another thing to note is when we are in a positive momentum, guys, just consider the 20-day moving average is the key for noting when we are starting to move up. So if you look at these patterns here, we went below it, and again we broke through the 50-day moving average support, but we still had this momentum support line in place. So as you can see there, that ascending support line was there, so that held, and of course we slowly built up on that, and then we slowly pushed on through right through the 20-day moving average. So we were looking pretty good. I was expecting a possible breakout there on Friday just by this touching, and I was like, it's coming. And then of course we had a bit of a sell-off, back down, broke through that support, but obviously back up above it now. So the 50-day moving average looking pretty good as a support line currently at the minute, but unfortunately then we broke down support all the way down to the 100-day moving average. But however, it doesn't stay that far for long. If you have a look, whenever we're under the 20-day, what happens? We always come back hours later. The same thing here. We broke the 50 and we were back up, broke the 50, back up again. If we look at the 20-day moving average, we're now in a bullish zone here because we've broken this 20-day moving average. It's been playing pretty much a strong resistance. If we can have a look at this momentum here, we broke out through, but then forced back down, and we've been hovering in this sort of murky waters of these averages, and now we've popped on through. So hopefully this is a good thing for us to build up on. Mr. Doughboy 356, we've got, I want to just head back to, let's have a look, just going to check the comments. Stacks and Stuff says, defibrillator is the device. Yeah, that is the one I'm looking for. That is it, buddy. 2 times baby 100-gram silver Geigers today. Man, that is fantastic. 1 ounce crocodile, 1 ounce elephant, and got the 1 ounce owl. You showed off in the past. Well, I'll tell you what, are they still pretty good value? RPM. Oh, excuse me. Because even when I bought that, it was like they had the lowest premium, and they were pretty good value. So let me know in the in the chat. Stephen Heath says, "What's up, you sexy bee?" Good, thanks, buddy. I feel awesome today. We got Mr. Doughboy 356. He's saying hello there. Nice. I like the thumbnail. Very nice. Let's have a look. There we go. Language, Mr. Rice. What did Stephen say? Oh yeah. Oh, Stephen Heath. Sorry, I thought that was Stephen Heath to me. Sorry. But I'm sure he's out of his heart. He probably thinks I'm a great guy all the same. But thanks. That's to Stephen. And then we've got Steve Rice. Awesome, Mr. D. And then sorry, Stevie. Right. So then we've got, I paid £22 including postage. Flipping heck, that's pretty good, including postage. Goodbye, RPM. Yeah, that's probably around it's about 20 odd euros. So yeah, you didn't do too badly there postage wise. Good boy, says Stephen Heath. Right, so look, I'm looking at silver here. We're going to come back to it. Hopefully we can start building up on this. We've got 43 minutes for the next candle, so hopefully that is the momentum we're going to start seeing now. We're above our 20-day moving average. Whenever we're above our 20-day moving average, guys, check this out. We're in bullish momentum. Look at this. We're way above that 20-day, and then of course once we start to peak and we start to hit resistance, we start going sideways, which is exactly what happened here. Then we knocked on the resistance line again, looking for a possible higher high. Didn't quite get it. Back down again, touching that 20 within it, then drop below it, but then back up it again. So these dips they're good opportunities if anyone's looking at getting in, and we're going to look at Bitcoin as this progresses, because if you're constantly buying the tops, you're seriously putting yourself under extreme risk by just constantly buying high. And I know, look, precious metals are a lot more slow, a lot more calmer than Bitcoin. But again, if you can buy these dips, man, you can build up your collection or stack. Because the more coins you acquire at these lower prices, instead of you paying 20 cents more, or whatever the price is going to be, as just think of it as 20 coins at 20, all of a sudden that's $4 that you could add to your stack just by buying these dips. Silver giveaways, man. Hi, Silver giveaways. How are you doing? It's good to see you there. Silver giveaway saying hello. We got blended whiskey, man. We got some great people here. Lost for words. It says 17 and 1500, the new norm. Well, hopefully it is. I don't want to see 16 anymore. There we go. Woodstock says he bought 100 gold chocolate coins today. $2 under chocolate spots. That is pretty good. Let's have a look. Stacks and stuff. They're saying hello. That's Silver giveaways. Hey, Silver Lamy 79. Everyone in the chat. Awesome. Dow plunging. You see, whenever the Dow plunges, the money goes into precious metals. Let's have a look. We got Steve as well. Sorry, Woodstock. Thanks, Steve. I'm stacking for weights. Right, let's take a look and say stop screen share, and we're going to have a look at gold now. Right, it's going to wait for that to. You should see it any minute now. Gold is looking good, and we also had a nice spike as well, just very much similar. We had a nice support level here, this 100-day moving average. Nice solid support, bang, straight back up. The buyers buy at these levels, straight in there, and now we're actually looking like we're going to be heading for another rally. Looking at, but again, things can change rather rapidly. But whenever I'm always bullish whenever we're above this 20-day moving average. If we can maintain that and start getting some higher peaks, then man, we're going to be looking good for gold. So let's keep track of that, and we're going to keep our eyes open for that. Let's check out the gold on the weekly, which we didn't do. We didn't check silver on the weekly. However, we will do that anyway. But look at that. Gold started very strong. We've got another good start to the week. Nice green candle. Yes, some wicks. Gold price $1,505 an ounce. So that's pretty good. There's our breakout that we had last week. Oh, sorry, a couple of weeks back. And then obviously that's where we are now. So we're well above our moving averages from a weekly perspective, which is great. So let's go into the daily. And there we are as well. So again, we just, gold's looking really strong here, guys. We're way above our moving average here on the daily as well. And look at that. It's acting like nice support level. You can see it try to break through, but it hit this level of support. So we had our ascending support. It hit that straight back up again and then broke out as well. It was almost like a springboard. It was like bam, straight up. And now we're in a nice consolidation zone for the last 3 days, which is great. So again, gold is looking pretty good at 505. Let's go back into the hourly. So we'll take a look at silver now. We'll see what the weekly's like, and we're also going to take a look and see what the daily's like as well. So I'm just going to switch that off, and then we're going to get the silver back up on the screen. Right, here we go. Oh, just waiting for that to refresh. Right, so let's get the daily on. Let's see how silver's looking for the daily. Probably pretty strong because it's come off a nice high anyway. There we go. There's our green candle for the day. I mean, we had an enormous day there on the 7th of August. We just pumped on through. We broke multiple levels of resistance. It was such an awesome day to see silver perform like that. So hopefully we can do it again. But yeah, we're looking pretty good here. We had a bit of a breakdown there a few days back, but then we're back on through again, and we're in a new ascending triangle. So 1700, beg your pardon. Imagine that, silver at 1700. $17.04 for silver. Just checking the chat from everybody here. Let's see how everybody is doing. Stephen Heath says, I'm the chocolate dealer in this community. He's absolutely right. Ben Franco G, can the toilet plunger protect team save the day? Down minus 40. Jeez. So we got silver giveaways. Smart retailers are starting to hedge. I got out of stocks months ago. You know that there is a bank in Denmark that is now paying customers to take money. Yeah, you guys are welcome. I didn't include it because I didn't want to overburden the. I might show it tomorrow. There's a bank in Denmark that is at negative interest rates, so they're actually paying customers to borrow money. Great, love it. I'll take negative interest rates any day. So Steve Rice says, Mr. D, how are you feeling, my friend? Will Stalker, yeah, well, Stephen, let's compare full stack videos then. I bet I have more premium chocolate coins. Mr. Doughboy, let's see. He says, I wish I could say better, Steve. Just had another doctor's appointment. Okay, well, I hope all is well on your side, or you're getting checked out there, Mr. Doughboy. Awesome. Steve Rice, hang in there, bro. And Stephen Heath says, I have Cadbury's World Stacker. Game over for you, young man. Blended whiskey, man. He just says hello to me there. Awesome, man. How are you doing? That's cute, Stephen. I have gobstoppers that Charlie didn't eat. Say, Clinton, man. Hey, always good to see you. Looking through some pennies. There you go. Looking for some rare pennies. Love it. Hopefully you find some Wheaties there, Clinton. I presume you know which one of the rare ones. Maybe you can find what was that 1909? What's that 1909 double die? Beautiful. Blender's just saying hello. Mr. Doughboy's also saying hello as well, as you guys can see there. RPM Limited. There you go. I was just talking about Denmark there. Oh, that's sorry. Silver giveaways is yes, the first of many negative interest rates. More to come. Ben Frank. Hello, Clint, Limey, silver giveaways, whiskey, Doughboy, Sheffield, Steve, Stacks. Man, the lot is in this house today. Ben Frank, hope you're keeping well, buddy. Thank you. RPM Limited. He said fees in Denmark. See you over the total loan balance, though, guys. Fees. And again, I've always said that. That's where the banks make their money. Is in their bank fees. I'm currently in Denmark. There you go, Coin Collector. You picking up any krona? You're going to pick up some crowns while you're there? Blended Witch said, made enough on eBay for a quarter ounce last week. Good man. There you go. Love it. And a friend of mine with, I was chatting there to Will Stalker. He was obviously, when we started chatting, because he's only just moved over here a couple of weeks. Haven't seen him in a while. And we were chatting and I was saying what I was getting into. And he was like, oh, really? Oh, maybe I should look at this. So I gave him some pointers and he bought a couple of auctions over the weekend. And I guided him on a couple of awesome sovereigns, a PR70 PCGS graded DCAM 1987 full sovereign, and I managed to get him the half sovereign with the exact same grade. So I said to him, buy those flipping coins, man, because if you can get them both together, and I said, when you want to sell them in 5-10 years time, you will be putting the price down for those coins. There's only 14 of them in the world that were graded. Only 14 sovereigns were graded by PCGS to PF70 DCAM grade, and with the half sovereign as well. So I'm super happy for him. He's very happy. I said to him, I'll do a video, so I'll show you guys those coins when he gets them, because they look super just by looking at the photos. Ben Franco G says eBay used to be better. I have a small store too. 10% seller's fees, and you pay 10% on shipping too. Jeepers. I don't bother. I mean, I know I've sold stuff on the past, but I just tend to take care of the shipping myself. But 10% seller's fees, yeah, it's ridiculous. Stephen, I think Corn is getting worried about silver spot going up. A lot of silver hate in Mr. Corn's hearts. You flip coins, Blended? What do you sell? There you go. I sell antique silver on eBay. That's Coin Collector. Awesome. To raise money for more silver and coins. Love it. Let's have a look. Stephen says Corn's biggest fan and promoter. Anyway, guys, sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted here. So let's look. I think we pretty much discussed gold currently. Yeah, so gold at 1505. We're currently in this awesome sideways sort of triangle, really, and we're going to be bouncing around here, but I've got this really good feeling that we're going to be breaking out to the upside, which is what I'm seriously hoping for because of this action here lately. So more than likely we're going to test resistance again, whether we make it this time and whether we go back down to support. But this is a very tight range. So currently at the minute, more than likely, I mean, we might get rejected. We might head down to support again and then bang, straight through there like a sledgehammer, just like the way silver did today. So we'll keep an eye on it. 32 minutes until the next candle. So let's take a look at platinum. And platinum, guys, man, platinum is looking very interesting. So can't wait to show you. So we're going to take a look at platinum. Right, there we go. Let's take a look at platinum, guys. Okay, it's pretty much unchanged from last week. So we are going to take a look, but it's about 860. However, we've had some strong buying, some strong selling. We're below that sort of, we're in that sort of soupy area. When I mean soup, I'm talking about the averages. We're sort of messing around in the averages there, so we haven't really gone above it. But we're going to take a look. Coin Collector, he says, even with fees, I make an average of 84% profit. Good man, he's found something there. There's Ben Franco G says, found silver candlestick holders, I presume, in the dumpster yesterday after work. Jeez, that's a fantastic find. Trying to find out how much silver is in them. 2 sterling candle holders. Sterling would be 92.5% if they're sterling grade. DB Stupid's here, just saying good morning, folks. Fantastic, DB. Good to see you. I like the Kruger end. I like the Paul Kruger image you have on your profile picture. Love it. Stephen, there's a thin line between love and hate. I think you've laughed at him so much that you now kind of love a little. And he says, I can teach Michelle. There's Ben Frank having a good laugh there. Yeah, thanks, Limey. Right, let's take a look at platinum. Right, here we go. So again, we're in the sort of hazy area here, knocking around between the moving averages. This is on the hourly. We sort of dropped as low down as what 850, and we're now looks like we're poised, hopefully poised to start getting above these averages and start getting ourselves clear. 860 would be 862, 865, 870 again. Let's try and get up to resistance. I haven't put support levels in as yet, but more than likely, if you have a look at the trading, it's been pretty much kind of sideways momentum. So let's put the support line in. There we go. So we are in a ascending zone, but again, it's there. You go. There's the pump I was just looking at. Look at that. Oh. Don't you just love fucking? Sorry, beg your pardon. Don't you just love trading? There you go. It's like bang, and then straight back down in the red. But there you go. It's we might start to see the pump. Let's keep an eye on it. So platinum is at $860 an ounce. So yeah, we'll take a look at that. Long wicks down. So it looks like they've been looking for lower prices, but now hopefully the lower buying is over, and now we can start headed up higher. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on that one. That is platinum at 860. Blended says, I know what you mean. Blazing Tube having a good laugh there. Right, let's get to it. So what are we going to look at now, guys? We're going to look at Palladium. Before we do, let's just check platinum out on the daily. There you go. We're sort of starting to clear this 20-day moving average, guys. Look at that. We've sort of head straight up. That was awesome. That was an awesome day for pretty much majority of them. However, there's a bit of a sell-off, and now back in the sort of hazy moving average zone. But now look, hopefully that is now support, and then we can start building up and pushing on through this resistance level. So we will be testing. I'm pretty sure we're going to be retesting that 870 zone pretty soon. So we'll keep an eye on this candle and see where we go from there. Let's take a look at Palladium. Right, there's Palladium, guys. If we have a look at it, Palladium's not looking too bad. We're above our 20-day moving average. We need to clear this 200-day moving average. However, looking at where we've sort of been in the murky zone here for quite some time, so it's going to be good. We're not looking too bad. We've come out of the depths of the abyss here, just under 1400. We're now 1439 per ounce of palladium. So hopefully we can start edging away, break through this resistance level, the 200-day moving average, and then start going back, heading back up to 1500. Again, we just need to see what the momentum is like for palladium, but more than likely, I think it's more than going to be headed up into the upper regions. So 1450, and then we'll take it from there. Let's have a look. Will Stalker says Salim cursed audio files. Salim cursed audio files for sale later. Remember, everyone, Sublimey is not a financial advisor. I do have a disclaimer in the description, guys, so you're welcome to check it out. I'm not really offering financial advice to anybody, am I? Clinton S managed to win a gram of gold yesterday. Fantastic, man, Clinton. Top man, Coin Roll Hunting Channel. Congratulations, man. Let's put that on the screen. I think that is definitely one for Clinton there. Managed to win a gram of gold yesterday. Sweet, buddy. Yeah, so palladium, $1,438 an ounce. It's funny how palladium's been the king for a while now that gold has gone past it. It's now sort of dethroned. So let's check. We'll see how palladium plays out. But I think the main precious metals for everybody are going to be gold, silver, and platinum. Right. Just keeping an eye on platinum, guys. Gold is $1,506 an ounce. Yeah, we could be testing resistance very soon. I'm just looking at it again. We're gonna take another look in a sec. And silver as well. Silver's looking pretty good. Okay, let's get into some articles, shall we? The first article we're going to take a look at is it time to add gold and silver to your portfolio? So let's get cracking with that one. There we go. That's it. So is it time to add gold and silver to your portfolio? So we're going to take a look. Silver Junkie's just got in. Fantastic. Silver Junkie, always good to see you, buddy. Clinton S says it's one of those pan gold grams. Man, fantastic. It's the second one I have. Congrats. And Clinton's got a bit of platinum as well. Clinton S says, Silver Limey 79. Sandy said hi, and a youngest daughter. That's fantastic. Give her my regards as well, Clinton. Really appreciate it. Give my regards to Sandy. And a youngest daughter as well, who is in your homeland right now. That's fantastic. Also saying hello there to Will Stalker and Ben Franco. Gee, Silver Junkie. Still wishing for 1350. Right, guys, let's get to it. So here we go. This is the article here. Is it time to add gold and silver to your portfolio? It says summary. This is by Seeking Alpha. There's no one particularly linked to it. It says trade tensions, geopolitical risks have investors looking for asset classes that may perform better in the economic slowdown. Dovish central bank policies are expected to lower global interest rates, which reduces the opportunity, the cost of owning precious metals. Valuations for precious metals appear attractive compared to historical levels. These are a variety of ways to gain exposure to precious metals, each with their own unique characteristics, costs, and tax consequences, which investors should consider. Right, so it says, at trade wars, geopolitical risk and dovish central banks dominate 2019's microeconomic backdrop. Precious metals like gold and silver are re-emerging as an attractive asset class. In this piece, we explore why investors may want to consider adding gold and silver to the portfolio in the context of the current environment. Summary, it says trade tensions and geopolitical risks have investors looking. Okay, that seems to be, sorry, looks like they've repeated that exact same thing, so we'll move on. Trade tensions and geopolitical risks. Since the US and China's trade war began and escalating in 2018, investors have become increasingly concerned about the fragility of global growth expectations, with the world's two largest economies raising trade barriers and polarizing the world economy. Investors have understandably become concerned about owning risky assets like equities. I just want to see if you guys can see that okay. Other geopolitical risks like Brexit, the Hong Kong protests, tanker attacks at the Strait of Hormuz, and contested elections around the world have further created a tedious atmosphere for investors. Right, so it's rather interesting time for investors currently. As evidence of this, the market saw two volatility flare-ups in 2018 with the VIV index, VIX index, not really sure what that is. First time I've come across that, a point that hadn't been reached in over 3 years. Well, that's obviously good on the basis of precious metals. As such, gold and silver, two precious metals that investors expect to perform well during the periods of market uncertainty or economic recession, have seen strong prices increases year to date. So there you go. There's gold there. It was hovering around. That was back to May, and then it really started to explode. We were at 1,300, and according to this, under 14, it looks like a bit of an updated map. It should be up here. Oh, it's probably just enlarged. And there's our silver as well. Silver looking awesome as well, looking pretty good. So we're going to keep an eye on that. While volatility flares up and surging precious metals prices doesn't necessarily spell doom for the broader markets, it does indicate that investors are becoming more cautious at this point of a cycle by diversifying into more defensive assets. More solid, I think, or hard assets is probably what people are looking for. Dovish central bank policies prior to Q4 last year, consensus expectations held that the Fed would continue its hawkish monetary policy and raise interest rates multiple times in 2019. Those forecasts were quickly cast aside as Q4 plunged, rattled financial markets, trade negotiations intensified, and the global economic growth picture became cloudier. As a result, the Fed hit the pause button on the rate hike plan, electing to make more and wait and see approach to determine its course. Fast forward through the first half of the year, and the Fed is ending its balance sheet reduction program, and the markets are pricing in multiple rate cuts through the end of the year. There's the yield curve. Attractive valuations, that's what we'll move on to. It says, ever since the commodity super cycle ended in 2011, the precious metals prices reset lower as supplies remained high and demand waned. While there have been periodic upward spouts, precious metals prices have been depressed for a prolonged period, which is years, in fact. Sorry, just going to check the chat here, make sure everyone's okay. Ben Frank says, Clint's getting gold fronts. Let's have a look. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Fantastic. Okay, so nothing at the minute. That's super. There's gold prices there. Silver particularly bore the brunt of the pressure stemming from weak emerging market demand. While silver is considered a precious metal, roughly half of its demand comes from the industrial activity, making it more sensitive than gold to economic expansion. A common valuation metric to assess whether silver is undervalued relative to gold is the gold to silver ratio. So obviously a gold silver ratio is massive in a minute. So what does that mean, guys? What does the gold to silver ratio show you? It shows you that silver is undervalued currently based on the exchange of it. The high ratio indicates silver could be undervalued. Historically, since 1998, gold-silver ratio has averaged at a level of around 64. Geez, that was pretty good, as shown in the chart below. Although silver has rallied recently, the ratio remains well above the historic level at just below 90. This could be an indication that within the precious metals complex, silver may be more of a relative value play than gold. Obviously, because as the gold price gets higher and higher, it forces other people to look at other alternatives, and this is where silver and platinum could play a part, and where you could see strong gains in platinum based on demand. It says how to gain exposure in gold and silver. We'll just flick through this because more than likely, I think we pretty much know, or it'll give you the options. So as gold and silver have become more popular alternative investments for investors, they are now myriad options for investors to gain exposure. One option is to purchase the physical commodity, which is what we do. This comes with direct ownership, but costs related to storage, insurance, and transportation costs may be higher, along with potential tax implications. This includes a 60-40 long-term, short-term capital gains blend, similar to options investing taxation, or if organized as a collectible investment when the collectible tax rate is up to 28%. Another option is to gain exposure through derivatives, like future contracts. This offer potentially better liquidity than direct ownership, but trading derivatives may be suitable only for more sophisticated investors and can suffer from contango, where the futures price falls below the spot price. Further options to buy ETFs and hold a basket of gold mining stocks and silver mining stocks. I think some of us do have some gold mining stocks, which is very interesting. World Stalker says bronze, though, I'm cheap. Fine rhodium, apparently, there, World Stalker. Well, rhodium is more valuable. World Stalker says titanium. Celibate Metal, he actually has a titanium bar, a 1 ounce titanium bar. The next time you're in his live stream, to see if he can see if he'll show it. However, for those for a bullish outlook, mining stocks linked to underlying commodities could be high risk and reward option. These are taxed as a traditional stock, with the applicable capital gains tax assessed. Assume the stock is held for more than a year. The maximum capital gains rate is 20%. So there's low capital gains to be taken if you have mining stocks or electronic traded funds. Right, so that is that one there. That is this time to add gold and silver to your portfolio? And this was published yesterday. Let's take a look at something else. So we're going to move on to gold price prediction. Wolf Stalker says not a titanium bar, Lion. Teeth. Oh right, sorry, apologies. Teeth. Okay, I just saw the. I thought you guys were talking about precious metals here. Not talking about teeth. Here we go. Price prediction. So let me check. Yep. There you go. Gold forms bull flag pattern and is poised to move higher. So likewise with silver, there was a bull flag that appeared. So we're going to check this out first, and then we'll check on the prices. Gold prices were buoyed on Monday as the situation in Hong Kong is deteriorating. Flights were cancelled Monday as protesters engrossed the main airport terminal, leading to further disruptions. This, on top of the worsening trade situation, appears to be helping the yen as well as the yellow metal. Technical analysis, it says gold prices moved higher and to form a bull flag consolidation pattern, which is a pause that refreshes higher. Great stuff. Resistance is now seen near the March 2013 high at 1616. 1600. Jesus, God, can you imagine that? $1,600 for gold. Support is seen in the near 10-day moving average. I don't normally look that close, but short-term momentum has turned negative as the fast stochastic generated a crossover sell signal in the overbought territory. It's flattening out, which is likely to lead to consolidation. The current reading is at 91, well above the overbought trigger level of 80, which could foreshadow a correction. So generally, when stuff is overbought, more than likely there will be some form of an adjustment, some profit taking, and then it resumes. Over there we go. Turmoil in Hong Kong. It says, obviously, in regards to the protest action there, it says heightened tension in Hong Kong has led to criticism from the mainland, with the senior officials saying the protesters had committed a serious crime and showed signs of terrorism. Hong Kong economy is already suffering from the US-China trade war, and these ongoing protests will only make things worse. The won was fixed weaker on Monday. Recent moves support the view that China is not weaponizing the won, but rather letting market forces drive its movements. This is not the view of Trump administration. Obviously, they accuse the Chinese government of currency manipulation. This is not the view of the Trump administration, which is looking to fight the trade war with claims that the government, Chinese government, is manipulating the currency market. Right. So, yep. They're saying $1,600. Well, this is by David Becker here, FX Empire, $1,600 gold. I don't know. What do you guys think on that? $1,600 gold in the near term. $1,600. Do you reckon it's achievable? Let's have a look. Clinton S says he's got to run to the dentist. All the best. Well, you're just talking about teeth there, I suspect. Take care, Clinton. Take care. All the best. Will Stalker says, send me the bill for the titanium front teeth. Clinton S says, sounds good. There we go. That's Will Stalker there. He says, we are gold. They're talking about gold teeth. Yeah, let me know on the $1,600 gold. What do you guys think? Let's take a look at some other. Let's take a look at gold again. There's the gold chart. So again, we're just holding in that position. So, you know, I can definitely foresee another test, as I was saying there. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Hopefully we'll retest that resistance. Hopefully there's enough momentum to get through. So likewise over here, we tested that resistance, came back down, tested that resistance, came back down. And then of course we went down, and then now we're up retesting it. And once you tend to hit again, it tends to hit with some force. So let's keep an eye on it. There's our moving averages. The 20-day moving average 1,501, all the way down to the 200 moving average at 1,475. Let's have a look at silver before we move on to crypto. There we go. Silver still maintaining that area, which is great. That's what we want to see. We've got 11 minutes left of the candle. We want to see ourselves maintain this breakout to the upside. Hopefully we can start to see some movement up, or even better, just some consolidation first, and pow. I want to see us moving up. 1710, 1715 is ideally where I want to see us. There's our resistance level there. Towards that 1721. Yep, that's our major resistance zone up ahead. So we're going to see how we get on there. Silver Giveaway says, I believe as the stock market crashes, silver will outperform gold and BTC will outperform both. Everything is cheap right now, though, compared to future prices. That is very true. Again, when you're comparing it, you know, I suppose that's one thing you can look at as future value. RPM says 1600 easy. There you go. Right, let's take a look at some Bitcoin, everybody. And I tell you what, Bitcoin is interesting. Let's put it that to say the least, because obviously I was watching it a few times over the weekend. Just waiting for that to refresh to make sure you guys can see it. There it is. There's Bitcoin, guys. Now we're going to take a look at. What's the first thing you can tell me in that on that screen there? What is the first thing for those that can see the screen that aren't listening? What can you see in relation to the moving averages? Here we go. RPO Limited said, did anyone see Beck's wear on silver? Will show crypto a real moonshot. Silver Giveaway says, no, a real currency, not a real currency. Right, we're up. We've got 7 in the chat right now. Let's take a look. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for bullish momentum. Do you guys see bullish momentum? Because I've always said in relation to a 200 line, to the 20-day, the 50-day moving average, the 100-day moving average. Where are we in relation to this? So there's our 200-day moving average, which is currently acting like resistance by the looks of it, which to me means that we're probably going to be headed down. Just that we're actually at this line here. I'm just going to refresh that. The Silver Giveaway says, I believe it stocks crashes. Yep, we saw that earlier. That was an awesome comment. Everything is cheap right now compared to future prices. RPM, you just mentioned Bix Wheel and Silver will show a crypto a real moonshot. Critical time for the BTC. That is correct. So, well, silver giveaways. That's definitely the one. And this dummy signal here, I want to talk about in particular because essentially we were just constantly doing this, and we were in a mode of setting higher lows, but we weren't setting higher highs, which meant that the market there was a lot of indecision in which way Bitcoin was going, which is why we ended up here. In particular, looking at the comments there was obviously there's a lot of talk. Everyone was saying, no, it's going to break out. It's going to break out to the it's going to break out here. It's headed in this direction. Blah blah blah. Well, the first thing to look at is look at the volume down here. So when we look at, obviously we're not going to look at crypto market capitalization just yet, but that's what I tend to suggest is look at the volume down here, which will give you an idea. Also look at where we are in these channels. Generally, if we're under this channel, it's definitely bearish as far as I'm concerned, and that's exactly where we are. We're not way clear, because if I take you guys back here, right, so look at that one there, we're well above it. Even this is a perfect example here, and this was the beginning of August here when we had this nice pump, is that we're way above our 20-day moving average consistently. Then we start to hit resistance and we start to curve in, and then we obviously get a pullback to a degree, and then straight up, and then straight through resistance here at the 20-day moving average, straight up, and then of course there was a massive sell-off here. Another thing to note in regards to this, don't buy high, as I've always said. And what tends to happen is, yes, we broke out of this zone here, because this was a massive thing. This 12K thing got everybody riled up. No, it's breaking 12K, and it did. But what it did was it ran out of steam, because the institutional money is not there yet. If you look at these volumes, we're not seeing the money that we saw back in June. And I've stressed this before. What is happening in regards to Bitcoin right now is there's not enough volume being created for Bitcoin. So what is happening is that people are stripping the value out of the altcoins and putting it into Bitcoin. So they're artificially keeping it afloat when they should just let it drop and then get the cycle momentum back in. Because institutions are not going to pay top money. The institutions will not pay top money for Bitcoin. For them to get in, they want to get it at probably the lowest price possible. So that by constantly stripping value out of the altcoins and putting it into Bitcoin, it's created absolutely nothing. Because look at the sideways momentum that we've been in, because we've been up and then we've been down, and all the people are just taking advantage of other people putting money in, which is exactly what we're seeing here. Is that everyone's riding this wave, and everyone's, no, here we go, we're going to be headed to 12 again, and bam, someone drops their bags and pushes the price all the way down. So someone lost money at the top here, 100% certain, because there have to be people buying at this level. Didn't see the sell-off, and there was massive sell-off, and then again momentum picked up again, but again we're in this sort of bearish trend line, as we can see here. This is our resistance zone. So we're trying to break out, but we can't. Main reason why can't we break out is because there's no volume. There is no volume. So all we're doing is we're artificially creating this volume that everybody out there seems to be running on, because all the everyone's stripping the value out of their altcoins and pumping it into Bitcoin, hoping that the institutions are going to come in at the same time they're pumping the price up in order to get the price higher. Which is, the institutions are not stupid. Because, I mean, I can see this, and funny enough, nobody was talking about this. And I even left a couple of comments on a couple of YouTube videos, and oddly enough, I didn't get a single comment in relation to it. So obviously, generally, if you don't get any comments, you're generally speaking the truth. I felt very strongly that people were manipulating the Bitcoin artificially to keep this level up, when they should have just let it go down. Because the main issue we're going to take a look at here is when we had that first run up, guys, to 14K, and we're going to have a look at the differences here. Yeah, there we go. That was our first run up here before we had that big sell off. Now the difference between where we were here and where we are now is we had other money coming into the market that were feeding this lovely bullish momentum all the way up, without having to sacrifice the money in the altcoins. Everything was going up. We had Ethereum going up. We had Ethereum at 350. We had Litecoin at 140. All the altcoins were flowing with Bitcoin all the way up here. But now the obviously there was a massive sell-off for those previous weeks. We can't get the volume back in. So what they're doing is they're stripping the value out of the altcoins to artificially create a higher volume. It's the reason why we're sitting at a massive Bitcoin dominance right now. It's not the institutions coming in buying Bitcoin. It is people selling the other altcoins to keep Bitcoin afloat. So it's another reason why I will not buy into Bitcoin right now. It's just too risky. Sorry guys, going to check the chat. I might be a bit behind here. Silver's giveaway says, yeah, nice W pattern forming if volume can come in. That's silver giveaways. Which one was that? Silver giveaways? Just confirm which one. Silver giveaway says micro trend and volume pointing to lower price, but anything can happen. You're absolutely right. Anything can happen, but hardly anyone is playing the bearish scenario. Everyone's saying higher highs, but we don't see higher highs yet. We're seeing higher lows, but now we've now reversed that, and now we're heading to a lower lows. Wolfstalk says, can I sell shares to YouTube channel if it'll be the big investment one day? And RPM Limited says, don't forget Coinbase won't let UK top up till the 16th. Wow, geez, there was a lockout. Oh, also interesting enough is when I saw that big dip of Bitcoin on the weekend, I tried to log in and take advantage of the dip, and again I was only wanted to see how we were performing first, and I couldn't log in. We were under maintenance, which was shocking because I couldn't do anything. So literally we had this fall all the way down here, and I was like, geez, this could be a good time to get in. And then I was looking at it and I was like, I'll wait for the confirmation, because what I tend to do is I wait for a confirmation. Because guys, what is easier? Is it easier to maybe lose a couple of bucks waiting for the confirmation, or do you think it's wise just to put your money in all the same? Because what will happen is if you just go in gambling and you're hoping, okay, well, here we go, there's going to be massive buying. Look at the volume again. I always look at the volume. Low volume means lower. We're going to see lower lows. So again, I didn't bother. Again, and what did happen? Obviously, the guys were sucking in here, and of course, we had a sell-off. And then we had a big pump up, and of course, everyone's heart started pumping. And the same thing, nothing materialized. So between the 10th of August for the last couple of days, we've been at the same position as we were. We're in this cloudy zone here. We don't know what we're doing yet. I'm calling for lower lows. I want lower lows in order to jumpstart Bitcoin, because currently we can't get it keeping this number. Because if you have a look, check this out, guys. Crypto 24-hour volume. About a week ago, it was at least 58 million. It's now down to 46.8. Our market cap is below 300. And again, we've maintained that because we have sold altcoins to pump it into Bitcoin. We would probably have to see Bitcoin about 190, 185 market cap. But obviously, if you have a look at these market caps, that was at 13. Ethereum was much higher. Bitcoin, even Litecoin's lost substantial market cap as well. And we're going to look at Litecoin as well. Sorry, just looking at coin market cap. Let me just get that screen up for you. There we go. That's the screen you can see there. And like I said, 24-hour volume dropped from late 50s to early 40s. That's exactly where we are here. So again, we're just not seeing enough volume. When we were in that first big cycle, guys, we were over 100 million in volume. We would double the volume. And this is one thing I've said. People can't expect higher highs with this volume. It just can't do it. There's got to be fresh money coming in order to maintain those highs. And I can't see it. Can any of you see it? Right, Silver Streak, he says, hey, Silver Limey. And we got Will Stokes says, obviously talking about shares there. And then RPM. Silver giveaways is a 4-hour chart. Silver giveaways, I'm okay, waiting for confirmation. Can't predict an exchange manipulation either. Is that 4-hour chart on Bitcoin? Silver giveaways, just confirm that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not doing anything right now, and I think that needs to drop to about early 60s. We need to start taking on money. Well, I need to see people start thinking with their heads and start looking at other forms of value. Because it's not going to get anywhere if there's no fresh money moving into Bitcoin. Then why maintain this price? Because everybody wants to get rich quick, don't they? Anyway, so let's just going to check the there we go. That's silver giveaways there. Can't predict exchange manipulation either. Very true. Said on the 4-hour chart. News just in, says RPM. Silver and gold prices maintaining. That's cool. Platinum as well. Okay, so we're going to go into the next article shortly. I just want us to have a look at something. So just give me a minute, guys, while I get this up and running. Silver giveaway says volume is everything. You're absolutely right. If there's no volume, then I don't know how people can maintain their dream of hitting higher highs, particularly when it comes to Bitcoin. Right, so we're gonna have a look at some comments, as I mentioned to you, and this is to, you know, not to call anybody out in regards to it, but we're going to take a look at some sites that you know, did some videos over the weekend, and hopefully we can learn from it. Okay, this is the one here. This is the now note. So I'm just going to pause this video because obviously I don't want to show it. Wait for it to load up. Right, here we go. I'm going to show the screen now, and then we can take a look. Hopefully, we can learn something from some of these comments here. So let's take a look through. Bingo. Right, here we go. So I'm like, hey, Graham Stacker. Hey, man, how you doing? Jody, are you saying Bitcoin volume is BS? I'm shocked. It's not that it's BS, Jody. It's currently being just held up by everybody. There's no fresh money coming in based on the volume I'm seeing. And in order for us to be in a very strong bull market that everyone keeps predicting these ridiculous prices out of, is that we have to see massive volume now. And I'm talking over 100K at least volume in 24 hours. And we're just not seeing that at the minute. So here we go. This is a channel that I watch a lot. Obviously, there's my comment there. You guys can see it. No likes, no comments, just no volume as stated in the last video. Dump was highly probable over a breakout. Now, the previous video had stated that there was a 70% chance that Bitcoin was going to break out. So obviously, 70% is quite high in my comparison. But anyway, let's have a look. So obviously, some guys, look, everyone has their way of buying Bitcoin. Some will just accumulate. Some just take it on the chin and go, you know what? Oh, well, didn't work this time. So let's have a look. So here we go. Here's one. Getting to the moon would be great. At this point, I'd be happy with low Earth orbit. There's another one. Don't trip. Just buy the dip. Institutional money equals FM 30 4 p.m. routine. No more weekend pumps. Go out, enjoy beer, and have a good weekend. How can Bitcoin be so painful some days yet so joyful for others? So there's a couple of interesting comments here. It's Saturday, and I'd really appreciate a chance to win a Legend NOS. I like, obviously, in regards to the way the video has been. He says, I agree with you. I think Bitcoin won't go much lower. Again, like, I can't see it. It's got to move lower in order to start moving up. Opportunity. the cost average. So there's a guy that just wants to use this buying to cost average. It seems mad though. Why would you buy high and consistently buy high when you can just wait for the dip? Take it easy. It's explosion coming, but I mean, obviously, when people are buying in, they're buying in high. They don't have any more money to buy in low, unless you're extremely wealthy. It says waiting, waiting. This is a hard work waiting for Bitcoin. I'm patiently holding XRP, buying up more. Let's have a look here. Why is there so much difference on varied exchanges? Okay, I'm not going to go into that. The time will come when some of the altcoins will fail. How does the space consolidate? Keep hearing FUD, obviously fear, uncertainty, doubt. Thought it meant up, oh, effed up, but it's fear, uncertainty, doubt. Lol, my first ever. That's this guy there. Altman, yeah, that's me. Give BTC some time. Moon landing. Moon landing. Love it, sir. Man, this guy's got a lot of the longer we consolidate around the 11.7, the better. That's effectively what Bitcoin needs, consolidation. A breakout higher will be all the more powerful. Again, with volume. If there's no volume, it can't break out higher. There we go, my favorite channel. Let's see if Bitcoin exploded right. It exploded in its pants. Let's see what's next. Bitcoin exploded right within its pants. Sold all my second tier alts yesterday. Okay, those are the ones he's got there. Altcoin boom, dominance going down. Yeah, it was a pretty interesting day. Everyone was talking that the alts play the crap, and Litecoin in particular. And what happened? Litecoin came back about $10. That's what stunned a lot of people. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at that video. So I'm just going to shut this down, and then we're going to take a look at the other video that he posted just before the breakdown. So I'm going to bring this up in a sec. So guys, just bear with me a sec. I'll bring up the other video, and then we can examine some of the comments there in regards to exactly how people bought in, and you can just sum it up in regards to some of like how the losses occurred. But so many people are just taking a chance. They're not even like reading the markets, and they're just like reading what these guys say on YouTube. And I've always said, do your own research in regards to what you're getting into. Understand what you're getting into, and obviously only be prepared to lose. Only lose money you're prepared to lose. Right, here we go. This is ready. So let me bring that up for you. Sorry, I hope you guys find this interesting. Right, let's go share screen. Right, here we go. Right, so this was just prior to the dump. There's some obviously some comments here. Some guys having a go at him here. Says this dude swears it's going to blast off in every episode. One day he will be correct. Broke down, unfortunately. This is the comment I was looking for. Check this out, guys. Broke down, unfortunately. I was positioned to break up, so obviously he was betting the market was going to go up. Have to break down on the break up now. Ledger, ease the pain. So he's got to double down. So he's made a substantial loss, but now, unfortunately, now he has to double down in order to make his money back. I mean, just read the charts. You can see that where Bitcoin is not in a bullish pennant right now. At least if it's in consolidation, you can make a call and go, you know what, it's not looking like it's in bullish momentum. I'll hold back. Consider your options. There we go. This fella here says, actually, I'm bearish, target at 8,300. Quantitative easing, it will be pushing Bitcoin into six figures, so go for it, banks. There we go. There's one. This Jared dude, he says 13K Bitcoin this weekend. There's another guy, Elvis, sold all his alts, put it into Bitcoin, and probably made a loss on it. Bitcoin, price of Bitcoin by the end of 2019. Okay, I don't know what's replied to him. As always, stay crypto and to the moon. Wow, 69.9% dominance for Bitcoin. That's crazy. Yeah, that's because everyone's manipulating it at the minute. 9,000 by first week September, then major pump. So again, there's sort of guy that's probably got the right thing. Is that we're probably going to see, in order for it to start gaining volume momentum, it's got to go down. Called and then pending, move to the upside, and 14K, but looking like another dip below 11. There you go. What a gift. Planning to dump all altcoins to BTC soon. So obviously he was hoping to, maybe he should have sold his altcoins prior to that dip because they all went down. 250K by 2020 might be right, but it probably won't stop at 250. Okay. As Bitcoin becomes stronger, some of the governments will prohibit it, and will be the time when the real alt season starts. Alt season is any other coin with the exception of Bitcoin. So when it's an alt season, it's a bullish sign for what people call for an upward movements in the price of Bitcoin. Winning image photography. Wow, how you doing? Wool Stalker, I sent Lime a sticker. Amazed it showed up. Probably went the last 40 miles in a donkey cart. Silver Steeler says, yeah, Lime, me up sometime. Hit me up sometime, Wool Stalker. No hurry, since it takes 2 weeks, according to my post office. That's Silver Steeler. Hey, man. Lol, don't hate us, Limey. Silver Limey says, sorry, Silver Steeler. Yeah, and expensive. That's all good. I just emailed Limey something. Wow, okay. What did you send to me, buddy? You really didn't have to, but thanks for that. Jody Rhodes, he's the winner of the crypto on Friday, said he wants me to play it forward. I still haven't got an email from you, Jody. Send me an email to let me know that you want to pay it forward. I'm not going to do anything until I get that email. Metal Bum dropped in. Fantastic. How you doing, Metal Bum? It's good to see you. Well, I just remembered mines are in slabs. No breakout. I wanted to buy. He wants to buy silver under 17. Yeah, we're going to take a look at that in a sec, guys. So all I'm saying is just be careful in regards to when you're putting your money on Bitcoin, guys. I mean, the problem here is there's a lot of people that just want to get in, so the institutions will get in, and then of course they'll ride the wave. Everyone has this. Even I've done this. But I mean, I've been in crypto the last year or so. Yes, you can make money with the right moves, but we're not going to make money with this volume. Also, the percentages. Right now are just too little in regards to even attempting to short. You probably lose money. So again, it's not worth it until we start seeing bullish signals. But have a look at this, guys. This is out of Goldman and Sachs, which is very interesting. They're giving a pro Bitcoin look. Check this out. Goldman Sachs gives investors a rare signal to buy Bitcoin. This was published today. It says major investment bank Goldman Sachs has just told investors that they should use the current dip to their advantage, or to, I presume, to their advance. I presume advantage rather than positive advance, and buy Bitcoin. The firm is placing a short-term target at 13,971. Goldman Sachs has just made a bullish call on Bitcoin. Si Zhu, the co-founder and CEO of 3 Arrows Capital, is reporting that the investment bank has a bullish short-term target. So there we go. That's the tweet, if you can call it that. It says Goldman Sachs concluded that based on Elliott wave analysis, investors should buy around 11,000 price point. The bank predicts that the leading cryptocurrency will move higher, first to 12.9 and at 13.90. And like what time frame? In short, Goldman Sachs told its investors that they should buy on weakness as long as Bitcoin does not retrace under 9K. So again, there's another call there for 9,000 support level. I think that is probably going to be the right time to get in. I will probably get in at 9,000, to be honest, because that is basically the start of the last run-up that we had, and there was good money to be made there. So I'll certainly consider getting in at 9K when that time arrives. The strangely precise prediction to the exact dollar should cause to pause. If it's not Goldman Sachs, one might even scoff at those numbers. However, the financial firm has been charting Bitcoin for some time now, and its influence cannot be disputed. There's possibly that the bank's call may even become a self-fulfilling prophecy. The bullish call is especially strange considering the Goldman Sachs CEO has has not been open to Bitcoin in the slightest, though he does find Libra somewhat interesting. Yeah, where Libra is a stable coin. It's like fixed. I mean, what's the point trading a fixed token? How are you going to make money on a token that's worth one? He said in an interview last June, the cryptocurrency is not for me. It may not be for him, but what about his customers? And that he does not own any. Its chief investment firm, Sharman Musavar Rahamani, also said in 2018 that Bitcoin is never coming back. It seems now the tides have changed, with the investment bank doing 180 turn on its previous perma-bearish calls. Amusingly, Goldman Sachs Bitcoin chart does not include weekend price action, a clear sign that the financial firm is still getting accustomed to cryptocurrency's 24/7 trading markets. Its previous plan for the floor dedicated to cryptocurrency trading has been put on hold, but given the bullish momentum, perhaps it will be resurrected this year. So it sounds like they'll be looking into cryptocurrency. That is Goldman Sachs. Gives investors a rare signal to buy Bitcoin. However, I think they obviously need to work on their pricing. But I mean, they did say a low there of 9,000. I think that is pretty good. Let's have a look. Silver Steeler says, "Be right back." Sorry, you're going to check the comments there, guys. Let's have a look. He says, "Be right back. Got silver in the mail today. Private unboxing about to occur. Love it." Jody Rhodes says, "That wasn't the dog." Yes, World, you've emailed me already if you are talking to me. Silver Steeler says, "You will see Limey in 2 weeks." That's it. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for that, Silver Steeler. Winning image photography says all three. I'm waiting to the pump, says Jody. Well, I tell you what, buy the dips, guys. I think we're going to be in for a serious ride soon when the market finally realizes that these levels cannot be maintained and that a further push down is the only way to jumpstart momentum again. Otherwise, we're just going to see sideways consolidation if that doesn't happen. And consolidation also could be seen as a good signal, but again, it has to consolidate for a long time. I just heard your dog flap its ears. Yeah, that is true. Cat, no. Winning Image Photography says, we already got a video out on the Queen Anne. Oh, nice. Definitely check that out, Winning Image Photography. Can you put the link in the description, please? Sorry, not the description. Can you put the link in the chat? Trying to make me jealous. I fall down to the river on that vid. Blackbeard got me. Will Stalker says, we will be part of a series. Jody says, "I'll be retired before Bitcoin is worth something." Well, it's already worth something. It's already worth more than gold, technically. Technically, it's worth something. It's the higher value, I think is pretty much what we want. Well, Stalker says, in other news, PewDiePie just hit 100 million subs. Wow, okay. Geez, that's some subs. I'll get the link, Limey. Awesome. Thanks, Silver Steeler. Put it in there for me. And guys, if you can check that out, we might put it on the screen here in a minute. Right, so that's Goldman Sachs finished. So we're going to just take a look at Litecoin. This is probably one of my favorite altcoins right now, other than XRP. Let's take a look. Right, a Litecoin. Litecoin had an interesting pump. Is that it was basically everyone was saying, "Nah, it's a crap coin. They're selling it. And basically, what happens is that whenever someone doesn't want something, now even Warren Buffett said this. He said whenever people are fearful of the market, it's the right time to buy. And I mean, obviously, in regards to, you can see this, we've had this long retraction down. Litecoin's had its halving, which basically means the supply has been cut in half as well. The reward to its miners has been cut in half. So now, obviously, there's less supply available. 75% of all Litecoin has been mined already, which leaves another 25% still left to go. The total amount mined will be the same time as Bitcoin, guys. So I think it's 2140 is when there'll be no more Litecoin left. Likewise, the same with Bitcoin. Everyone knows that Bitcoin is in finite supply. However, there is still enough supply of Bitcoin to last us until 2140. So even though the news keeps pumping the news that, oh no, there's not much Bitcoin left, there's still there's still a very long time left for the supply of Bitcoin. Right, so let's take a look here. This is Litecoin. A nice pump up. We hit the 90 was that $90 level. Sorry, we were in this area here, and the last couple of days we've gone up. Obviously, we had a bit of a sell-off yesterday when Bitcoin started to show some strength. So Litecoin is currently traded at 85.76. I do have a bag of these. I haven't let them go for obvious reasons. Is that once they hit a certain level, what is the point selling it at that level when effectively, and if it drops lower, in order to buy back in, it's only going to cost a certain amount of money. So I'm still keeping this for now. I think there's a lot of potential for Litecoin. And likewise, I've got Ethereum as well, also a fair amount of potential. But Litecoin's probably got more potential than Ethereum right now. So I still think this is highly undervalued, and its value will be perceived in the near future. Because if you look at the price for Litecoin right now, I think it is really one of those black sheep tokens out there that can show a lot of value in the future. It's high there, $146. Buying at these prices, guys. But again, just keep an eye on it. It is currently looking like for the last 3-4 days it's been an upward trend, even though we've had a bit of a sell-off there. So keep an eye on it. Could be worth something getting into. It's a substantial consideration. I mean, it may not make you money the same as Bitcoin. However, it could still make you money in the long run. I'm open. I'm keeping my options open. You never know. So I'm keeping an eye on this one. But we'll see how that goes. Right, let's just check the chats. Right. There we go. Silver Steeler says it's clicking the link. I mean, it won't post it here. That's unusual. One of my mods, please post that link if you can. Will Stalker says, Salim, Steeler, Whip, Graham, you other humans, go to sleep. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for dropping in, Will Stalker. We will chat again as usual. Just a sec there, Steel. Awesome. There we go. Will Stalker's just posted the link. Unfortunately, I can't open it in this program, so I'm going to have to open it in separately. So I'm going to just check that out now. That's the Perth. I believe that's the Perth Mint one. Oh, there you go. That's actually Silver Steelers. Yeah, it is. Man, that looks gorgeous. I haven't put it on the screen yet, but check it out. Check out the link. It'll take you straight to Silver Steeler. I gave that man a shout out. So make sure you drop into his channel. He had quite a significant amount of stuff there. So Queen Anne's Revenge, that was a video posted yesterday. Gave him a shout out over the weekend as well. So be sure to head out there and go and see Silver Steeler. Looks fantastic, man. I love the design on that. That is one interesting coin. Queen Anne's Revenge. Guys, thumbs up. Yeah, appreciate it. If you'd be helping me out with the channel, if you give me the thumbs up as well. Really appreciate it, guys. I'm going to just have a run through. Oh, silver's moving. Silver's moving, guys. $17.08. We got a green candle here. I'm going to get this on screen. We're going to move from Litecoin and let's get the silver. Let's get silver on screen. So here we go. This is silver, guys. Here we go, $17.08. It's going. So we got a small wick on there. So hopefully that means that we're going to start pressing, putting some upward pressure on that. All right, so we might have confirmation here of a breakout of this channel. So we just need to keep an eye on it. Hopefully we can keep pushing up. I want to see 715, something like that at least. 1710, at least 1710. Let's keep an eye on that one. Gold still in the same place, 1705. So I'm going to bring this on screen now, guys. Let me just get that up. I'll bring, let's have a look, entire screen. Oops, sorry, bring that up there. Yeah, there you go. That is silver, 1708. Got up to 14 watching. For those listening, thank you very much for tuning into the channel. Really appreciate it. Okay, yeah, there's buying and selling pressure, so hopefully we can keep the buying pressure on there. We've gone through a red candle already, so hopefully now we can start to build up on that and keep pushing up. Still a fair amount of resistance at that level, so we really need to get into the 1710 territory at least, and then start building up on that. Let's check out gold again. Here we go. I love it. Says Will Stalker says I'm hitting the thumb down. I wanted to see Queenie. It's a video, man. I can't really show you the video, but I'm sure if you follow the link, just head over there. Silver Streak says 1716 at JM Bullion. Wow, they're optimistic. I wonder where they buy their silver from. Thanks for the shout out, Limey. That's Silver Steel, and absolute pleasure, buddy. Hopefully you get some extra subs there. Useful to the bidder end. Never mind, I want to see it. Maybe I got to get one then. I'm probably gonna have to get one at some point. Jody Rhodes says I didn't see any gold drops today. Solid, yeah. Look at that. It's been pretty consistent. There has been a bit of selling, but again, not much to talk about. There's the previous hour we had a small red candle, so hopefully nice. We can just, get ourselves over this rain. I do want us to start moving up and start testing this resistance and start seeing if we can smash through and start aiming higher. So gold at $1,506 an ounce. Let's take a look at platinum. Right, looking at platinum here, that is, we got platinum at $860 an ounce. Hopefully we've just come out of pretty much a heavy session of selling. There's about, that's on the day chart. Let's bring on the hourly. There you go. We've got a bit of a green candle forming there, pumping up, forming nicely. We've got 29 minutes to go, so we'll keep an eye on that one. That is platinum, $860. So look, Jody says lots of decent information on YouTube about the plunge protection team. Well, very interesting to watch. Plunge protection. I need to check that out. Never heard of that before, Jody. Very interesting indeed. We'll take a quick look at Palladium, and then guys, we'll be calling it a day. Let's have a look at Palladium. Interesting. Most precious metals are up. Either you got silver up 0.76%. Gold is up 0.6%. So again, percentage-wise, silver is up on gold, and then we've got platinum up 0.21%. So a bit of a slow day. Palladium is up 0.95%. So there's palladium that we're taking a look at here. There's a bit of selling pressure at the moment. So it looked like it was going to start to edge higher, but that's back down again to $1,434 an ounce. We're definitely in a new zone here. I'm not going to track it yet, so probably in tomorrow's video, I will realign these. It had a breakdown from that position, and there's the new support line. And then I'll put it in a new resistance line. And that's where we're going to leave it, guys. So again, thank you all very much for watching the channel. It's awesome to be here. I was on a little bit earlier today, which seemed to have worked out for everybody. Normally I start lately I've been starting at 6, so we're definitely gonna, I'll see if I can keep it maintained at this time. However, in the near future we'll probably be doing this later, but I'll keep you guys up to date for that. So again, a big thank you very much as usual for watching. Really awesome to have you here. And I look forward to the next one. So there it is. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm going to be doing a series of videos over the next couple of days as well. Was that Slinging Silver 84 says Jeremiah Babe's channel? Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, thanks very much, everybody. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Silverstein says, good timing, Lamy. We are going to the forest to shoot an international stacker video. Wow, that sounds great, Silver Stealer. Really looking forward to that. We've got Silver Streak as well. So that sounds fantastic. Slinging Silver 84 as well. And Silver Streak says, have a good evening. Silver Limey 79. Gram Stacker as well. See you, Limey, and everybody. Slinging Silver 84, thanks for dropping in, buddy. Hopefully catch you on the next one. And for all my listeners out there, thank you very much for listening. And I look forward to doing the next video. So just a quick heads up. So we've got Gram Stacker, Silver Streak, Silver Stealer, Slinging Silver 84, Jody Rhodes, Winning Image Photography. We had Will Stalker in here as well, Metal Bum as well. Metal Bum, if you're listening, thanks very much, buddy. Really appreciate it. And just going through the chat here, that is pretty much it. So guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a fantastic day further. Up silver, hopefully. Take care. I'll see you on the next one, guys. All the best. And have a fantastic evening.